Hi everybody, I'm back with the fun fold card. We have one last card to do for our February class. And we're thinking spring because we have a snowy day today here in Erie. So we're looking at our flowers and thinking about dreaming about spring. So this fold is really cool because it's so easy to make. It's just one half sheet of your designer series paper and folded. And then in your handout, I have instructions if you want to replicate this fold. In your kit, you should have one that's already folded up and ready to go, but I gave you the measurements to make more. So I'm going to set this one so you can still see it, and I'm using the In Bloom bundle again. So we will do, I guess we should do our stamping first as usual. So let me get my pieces out here to stamp. So we're going to stamp the little label with, maybe I should do different than how about we'll do the You Are Amazing since I already have that one out. Let's see, You Are Amazing. Yes, here we go. And I'm going to stamp, this color here is I think it's the soft seafoam color. So I'm going to stamp on it with the Night of Navy, which pulls in this color in the paper. So there's Night of Navy. And we'll get my little banner label stamped. And that label is one of the dies in here, so it's actually made to fit those verses. But hopefully you can find, if you don't have In Bloom, you can find something that fits, and that's going to go on with a dimensional, and then I'll just glue. I guess I can go ahead and put my ribbon on here so it has a little chance to set up while we're doing the inside. I just put a little glue on the top pieces so that can just get there on the top. I'll set that aside to dry. Okay, now the inside is gonna take a little more work unless you just want to stamp a sentiment, which is fine. That's easy enough to do. So I'm gonna do the birthday one, which I have out. So we'll stamp the happy birthday because of course we always need lots of birthday cards. Again, I'm gonna just line this up on my grid paper and pick that up. There we go. And again, I'll do Night of Navy for that one on the center. Okay, that's ready to go. Clean that stamp off. All right, and I did something fun on the inside, which you don't need to do if you don't want to, but I went and stamped flowers all around the edges of my inner piece right there. And what I did was I just pulled in stamps and kind of matched them to the flowers. So it looks like I'm going to just do that right now. So we'll see what matches. It looks like I did little dots in Night of Navy. So I'll grab my littlest block and that'll be navy. All right, I don't usually open up a whole bunch of ink pads at once because I tend to mess up, but I'm only going to put one block on each ink pad so that way I won't mess it up. All right, I'm going to put my stem, inside of my stem on my old olive, and then soft seafoam. Looks like I put leaf. So we will have a leaf on soft seafoam, and then let's see, or I guess that's, yeah, and then Seaside Spray is going to have a small flower, so we'll grab a flower for Seaside Spray and another small block. I think this is going to take a while, so maybe I'll just do a couple more and then just show you a little bit of how I do this. And then Rococo Rose, looks like I used, oh well, I didn't use this one, but now I am. So well, this one will be a little bit different. All right, so just gonna ink up, and I like to go off the edge, and I like to make sure I include stamping on my corners. So we're just gonna go around, and I think I did about 3 of each flower. So go around and do 3 of each like that. And then let's see, let's go ahead and put a center in there. So we'll do our navy center in those. And let's see, another flower. Here's the Seaside Spray flower. We'll do a few of those just to give you an idea how you can kind of build a design. And then I just did a few leaves kind of poking in like this. So wherever there was a little gap. And when you're doing a design like this, you want to start with your larger ones first, so you have room, and then fill in with the smaller stamps. We'll do a few centers again on this one. And then this funny little one right here was just the edge of the leaf. So let's see, we'll just stick that in, and I guess I need to make sure I get the right ink pad here. Put the edge of the leaf on. So that gives you an idea how you can fill in around the gap with flowers. And of course that technique is kind of useful for any stamping, and it would be pretty on the front of a card as well. So if you had just a plain card, that would be a really pretty front of a card, but we're going to use it for the inside. So then basically I'm not going to glue this yet because I didn't finish my flowers yet, but then you're going to glue it to your Old Olive mat, and then to your card, and then add the add this to label to the front. I get the right one here. And so they're all going to look a little different because I gave everybody different pieces of the paper. So hey, you guys can post your projects. I'd like to see all the different ones and see how different they are. So this one's going to look more like this when I get it all together. I guess I can go ahead and put the dimensionals on the back of this label, and then that one will be ready. I don't know which one I like the best, so they're both neat. And the reason I really like this fold was because you can see both sides of the paper. So this one has the pretty leaves on the back, and this one has the little lines and dots. But okay, that one's going to look like that, and that one's going to look like that, and there we go. I did make one other card with this bundle, and I showed this on my lunchtime live from back, I think it was on Monday, yesterday. Yes, I showed how to make this card. So I had 1-inch strips left over from cutting these pieces, so I put my strips there, and then I cut out some more of those flowers and sculpted them, and those were cut out of there's one piece of the pattern paper that has these funny blotches on them, which are perfect for die cutting the flowers. Okay, so there is that project, and that was the In Bloom bundle and the Paper Blooms Designer Series paper, which is a celebration freebie. So I'm going to finish stamping my flowers, and you guys can finish up your projects, and we'll see you in the group, and we can share some comments back and forth, and stay warm today on this snowy day. It looks like the snow's picking up again, so I'm glad we get to stay inside and stay warm. Happy crafting, everybody.